Welcome to Beers with Brian. And I'm Brian. All right, this is the Lenten Edition. This episode goes out to all those people that are trying to follow in the path of Jesus when he spent 40 days in the wilderness and give up something for Lent. So typically people can give up alcohol, which is not so great for us. Chocolate, which also might not be so great for us, or even meat, specifically on Fridays. And it got me thinking, most people I know that give up meat for Lent are still eating fish on Fridays. So, how is fish not meat? Well, there's a quote from a man named St. Thomas Aquinas, which coincidentally is the name of the church I got married in. And he wrote a little treatise called the Summer Theologica. And here's why you can still eat fish on Fridays during Lent. Fasting was instituted by the church in order to bridle the concupiscences of the flesh, which regard pleasures of touch in connection with food and sex. Wherefore the church forbade those who fast to partake of those foods which both afford most pleasure to the palate, and besides are a very great incentive to lust. Yeah, that means he thought if you ate too much red meat, you were going to get horny. I don't know. A saint wrote it, so it must be true. So why isn't fish considered meat? I mean, that's food, right? Well, there's a couple stories behind that. One, some say the Pope was trying to jumpstart the fishing industry by getting rid of people eating meat on Fridays so that they could buy more fish. Seems plausible. Another is there's some theological divisions, particularly in Judaism, of two categories. One is called Fleisching, which is mammals and poultry or fowl, and the other is Parve, which is fish. And so that was like a division. That could be why you don't eat the land animals, but you do eat the fish of the sea. Then there's the question of why do Catholics do this but not Protestants? Do you know? Well, apparently when King Henry VIII decided he wanted a divorce and the Pope wouldn't let him, he quit the Catholic Church. Well, when he quit the Catholic Church, he quit all the ritual associated with it too. So anybody seen eating fish on Fridays was considered a Catholic, even if they weren't, even if they had switched over. And so it became a political statement to eat fish on Fridays. So anyways, that's why, at least according to my one article that I read from a quick Google search, say that Catholics eat fish on Fridays. And you know what? For all our Catholic friends out there, we're going to serve some fish on Friday. So we're going to have a tilapia special going on this weekend and most of the weekends through Lent. We might switch it up here a little bit. Oven roasted tilapia with a little bit of a roasted red pepper relish on top, served over a bed of couscous and vegetable of some sort. I think I'm going to start with some wilted arugula just to keep it interesting. Sauteed arugula. So it'll be a nice, fresh fish dish for you if you have given up meat for Lent. All right. Still need a little bit more help in the kitchen, so if you know anybody that has some cooking experience and wants to be in a fun, exciting atmosphere, learn a little bit more, maybe about cooking, wants to get some hours on a job, you're reliable, you're trustworthy, you're willing to learn, all those good qualities that every employer looks for, give us a call. This week's beer recommendation. Here you go. This is something new. This is called Strata Media Casualty. And it's a classic Corey beer. It's a single hop. So our social media casualty, social mosaic casualty, all the casualty beers are our single hop variety. And this one is 6.7 and 21 IBUs. And it features Strata as the hop, which is known for its dankness. And you might be saying, what does that even mean? Typically, when you think of dank, you're thinking cold, dark, musty, like a basement. And there's a little bit of that mustiness still happening, but it's not nasty. It is like earthy, is how I would describe it. And typically, it's just very good beer. Okay, enough of that. Next week, I'm still hoping to get carry out going. We'll see. I think I said that last week. I feel like I'm a broken record on this show sometimes. You feel the way about me? Anybody? Okay, good. All right, that's all I got. Like, subscribe, comment, mask up. I feel like we're getting close to being done with these things. Like 2 or 3 more months maybe, and we can eject them. I don't know. Hopefully we can. Then we'll all have a nice big party. Cheers!